we're gonna go over a couple mods that you can do to your 6th Gen Camaro. Alright, so in today's video, we're going to go over a couple mods that you can do to your 6th Gen Camaro that will be safe for your car. Like, basically, they're going to be worry-free mods. Mods that you can do that will increase your performance, and you're going to have a lot of fun with the car at the same time. So, I'm just going to jump straight into it. The first mod, and the best mod you could do for these cars, the best mod for the 6th Gen Camaro is going to be your wheels and tires. Now, I got the SS 1LE package, so you can see we got these, these nice Goodyear, I think it's the Eagle F1 tires with the 1LE Brembo brakes. So we already have like a decent setup out the box, but I found that when it rains with this car, it's not the most confidence inspiring, and then also they kind of wear out quickly. So I've been looking at a couple replacement tire options, and I went onto TireRack.com, and what I found was, I think the Continental, I forgot which one, but they were basically Contis, and they were reported for having long tread life, and they grip well, and they hook in pretty much any condition, in both rain or snow or dry. It hooks pretty well. So I'm thinking I may go with the Continentals. There's also, I know a lot of people go with the Nitto tires. Forgot which one. I think it's the NT55 or something like that. But that's another good brand a lot of people go with. And there's if you go on to TireRack.com, you enter your vehicle, you'll be able to search and find the one that works best for you. So there's a lot of different choices there. But yeah, I would say the number one thing to do is to swap out the tires and get something sticky that's going to hook. Like, that's your best bet. Ooh, man, a bunch of mosquitoes are biting me. All right. Yeah, so if you see the cameras moving up and down, it's because mosquitoes are tearing me up right now. Now, the next thing you can do is what I did. You can get a cold air intake. Now, I went with the Air Raid intake, and I'll show you what it looks like. So forgive the mess underneath here. I need to clean up a little bit. But yeah, this is what the Air Raid intake looks like on the 6th Gen Camaro SS. I'm sure if you have if you have the V6 or the Turbo 4 or the ZL1, there's different choices, but they're all kind of similar. You just choose the one that works best for you. The main reason, it's going to sound silly, the main reason I went with the Air Raid was, well, for two reasons. I wanted a closed system that's similar to being stock, and then I love the finish of the Air Raid. I like the way it looks with the little metal cover there, and then you got the yellow dry filter there, and it works pretty much like stock, but it works really well, so I like that. What else? So another mod that you can do is you can change out your throttle body. So you can change out the throttle body. I think a good performance throttle body is a 90 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. But you guys will know. There's and there's a whole. I know Holly has a couple good throttle bodies. So you can get like a performance throttle body that works with your cold air intake, and that will definitely increase your horsepower, and you'll still be safe. You're not going to have much to worry about. And then the next mod that I recommend you do if you're going to do those things, if you want to keep your vehicle safe, is get it tuned. And what I went with is the Trinity EX tuner from Diablo Sport. So you see here, from Diablo Sport. So you get it tuned, and the reason why I went with Diablo Sport is because with Diablo Sport you can, here, see, with Diablo Sport you can actually use their handheld unit. Let's see if I can take it out and show you guys. So there you go. So I'll take this out. Yeah, so you can basically take their handheld unit here and, you know, plug it into your, oh, I'll show you where it goes. Even though I've done a whole video on this before, so if you guys want to see, you can basically just go look at the video. But yeah, there's a cord that plugs in the back here, goes into your OBD system right there, and you can go ahead and tune your vehicle. Like, we're in Florida, so we have like a 93 octane tune, so you can use this, upload the 93 octane tune. And the beautiful thing about it is that if you want to take off the tune or get it pro tuned, you can take it to somebody that tunes with their software, and you can get a pro tune. And you can also, if you want to just put it back to stock, you don't have to pay anybody. You can go take the tune off yourself. Now, I know this particular unit costs around, I think, like $750 or $760, but they do have other tuners that's like in the $500 and $400 range, so that works. And just to give you guys an idea, the cost for the cold air intake, you can get it on Amazon for like $400, or sometimes they have it on sale for like $380 or something like that. So, you know, just for you got your cold air intake, you can do your throttle body, and you can do your, you know, your tune, all for like $1,500, and that will definitely wake up your car and give it a lot of life. And then if you do your tires, well, on top of that, with your tires now, that's going to be probably the biggest mod that you do, and the most expensive one if you're trying to stay on a budget. But it's one of the best mods you can do for these cars. So if you put a decent tire on it, you're going to hook better, you're going to be planted a little bit better, and you're probably going to pick up speed in a quarter mile as well. And with that, you're looking at like altogether around $2,500, you know, for all those mods. And those things will definitely like wake your car up, and it'll be enjoyable, and it'll still be safe. It'll still be very reliable. So you don't have to worry about breaking it, or, you know, things going bad or whatever. Now, mind you, we don't live in a perfect world, so sometimes things could go bad, but in my opinion, those are pretty much the safest mods you can do. And if you just wanted to be, you know, you're a little bit concerned about, you know, pushing the car a little bit too hard, then I would say the safest mods you can do is the wheels and tires, or just the tires alone. And you can just change out the tires and put a cold air intake and call that a day, and you'll still be good. You can do that without putting a tune on it, and the car will still run just fine. A lot of people would prefer to get it pro tuned, but if you don't want to risk putting a tune on, you can basically just put cold air intake, tires, and you will pick up power, you will pick up speed, and it'll be nice. Now, lastly, another mod that a lot of people like to do, but I don't know how much horsepower it gets you, but it will change up the sound, you know, of your vehicle dramatically, and it will get you some horsepower, is your exhaust. So you can change out your exhaust system, and that will definitely pick you up some horsepower if you go with the right one. So I don't want to recommend which one you guys can go with. And the same thing too, I know as far as the cold air intakes, the one that most people go with that generally, you know, have been proven to pick up horsepower is the Throttle. Like, I think that's an awesome one to go with. But like I said, I prefer the air raid mostly because of the look. But yeah, so you can also go with, you know, if you wanted to be safe, you can do cold air intake, tires, and exhaust. and still be relatively safe. And if you want to kind of, you know, go all out, then well, all out within reason, I would say. If you want to go all out within reason, then what I'd recommend doing is getting your Diablo Sport tuner, get your cold air intake, get your tires on, change out your throttle body. You can go with a Holley throttle body, and then you can do, I like the Cook's headers, so you can do headers. You can go with the Cook's headers, and then as far as exhaust, it's your choice. You can pick and choose what exhaust system you'd like to go with. Me personally, I'm not sure. I would probably, for this car, I don't know. I would probably go Borla or something like that. You know, something, or Flowmaster or something like that. Something simple. It all comes down to the sound, or, you know, if you guys know of a exhaust system that actually picks up horsepower, I want you to comment below and let me know, because I'm not that familiar with that, with the exhaust portion. But I do know if you do like the Cook's headers and you even bolt it up to the stock exhaust, that's definitely going to pick up massive horsepower. You're going to get a lot of gains there. So if you do headers, intake, throttle body, tune, and then, you know, a lot of people would like to do, you know, the, what is it? Having like a brain fart. But the, oh yeah, the MSD intake manifold. So if you can do like the intake manifold as well, that would definitely, you know, you can do like a ported, you know, throttle body with an intake manifold. That's going to get you a lot of power. And then if you want to go all out, and this is where you're no longer being safe, then you can do heads and cams. But, you know, we're not talking all that. Now, as far as what I'm going to do on my channel, I'm sure you guys, if you watch me, you probably also watch Q the Chaotic. So if you watch Q the Chaotic, then you know he's just picked up a brand new ZL1. I want you guys to comment below and let me know, what do you think we should do with our Camaro? Should we just trade it in and get a ZL1 as well? Or what I would like to do is go ahead and do a full build on it, which will be, you know, we'll probably switch to Rotofab intake, and we'll do ported throttle body, we'll do the MSD intake, we'll do heads and cams, we'll do, you know, Cook's headers. We'll basically do a full naturally aspirated effort and try to slay the ZL1. But I want you guys to comment below and let me know what you think. And that's pretty much it for this one. But, you know, I wanted to kind of get back to what the whole premise of this video is doing safe mods to your 6th Gen Camaro. So I'll just recap. To be safe, you want to do tires. That's the safest and best mod. And then from there, just intake and possibly a throttle body and tune. And the reason why, like I said, why I chose Diablo Sport, is because Diablo is a little bit safer than most. It's not going to like do anything wonky with your engine. It's going to be really safe. Like, I've run it and had no issues whatsoever. So that's it for now, guys. Hope you guys enjoy this one. We'll see you in the next one.